We are about to see a whole new version of Diamond Dynasty in MLB The Show 23. San Diego Studios went live today to give us a look at all the new features coming to Diamond Dynasty in MLB 23. And in their own words, we're going to see the biggest changes we've seen to the mode since MLB 16. What's going on, everyone? I'm Tango, and we have a lot to talk about today. So starting off, SDS has created an entirely new schedule system for dropping content, and they're calling it sets and seasons. So let's be honest, in the past few years, Diamond Dynasty has been getting a little bit stale, and it was definitely in need of a massive refresh. First thing, right from day one, there are going to be multiple 99 overall diamond cards available to be unlocked, and this is not counting the live series collection rewards. So this is a huge change, as in past years the first 99 overalls usually didn't show up into the game until, about around or even right after the All-Star break. So the new sets and season architecture is set up to keep things fresh and puts a giant emphasis on team building. So there's going to be 6 to 8 week seasons in Diamond Dynasty, and cards are going to be released during those seasons, which will be part of a corresponding set. So season 1 cards will belong to set 1, season 2 cards to set 2, so on and so on. Now these set cards are going to be really important, as during each season there will be restrictions on the teams that you can use in certain modes, such as ranked seasons, limiting you to the current and previous set of cards. So how they have it set up, basically, season 1, you can use set 1 cards, season 2, set 1 and 2, season 3, sets 2 and 3, and it's always going to be sort of the current season set plus the previous season set. They also have what they are calling the core set of cards, and so these cards are going to be cards that can be added to your squad no matter what season you're in. So season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many seasons there are, you can always plug in cards from the core set into your lineup. So the core set starts off with all live series cards. They wanted to put an emphasis on giving more value to live series cards. So being able to use them all year long is definitely going to help with that. They also said that Negro League storyline rewards, as well as the live series collection rewards, are going to be part of the core set. And then they also said they're going to reveal some more later. We're not sure what those are yet, but there will be other cards added to the core set as the year goes on. Now you might think, well, what if a 99 overall of my favorite player comes out in season 1 and I want to use them on my ranked squad in a later season where they're not part of the current usable set? So here's your answer. Your squad is going to have one wildcard spot, and in that wildcard spot, whether it's a hitter, pitcher, whatever, you can use one card from any season, any set, and plug them into your lineup. So if your favorite player comes out in set 1 and I want to use them 6 months down the road, no matter what season we're in, I can plug him into that wildcard spot and put him on my squad. Now, do I kind of wish that there would be maybe more than one spot? Yeah, I do. I mean, personally, I like the ability to be able to use any card I have in my inventory. So if I've grinded out cards or if I've grinded out parallels on certain cards, I do like to have the ability to be able to use every single card that I want. But I definitely also understand, wanting to keep things fresh, wanting to not have the same squads for everybody using all the time. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how it all plays out. But yeah, I mean, excited. Now, as for which modes in Diamond Dynasty are going to be affected by these squad limitations, so ranked season always is going to be, you are always going to have a season set specific lineup. Battle Royale, play versus CPU, play versus friends, casual head to head, all those modes, you can use whatever cards you want. There are no limitations when you're building your squad for that. Events, conquests, and mini seasons are going to be, some of the time you'll be restricted to the seasonal stipulations and some of the time you won't. So for conquest, they said if there's any time limited maps, which would be, program specific, then you would be using those cards from that certain season. But if they're just, general conquest map, you'll be able to use whatever cards you want. So they're going way out on a limb, trying something different. And if the content is continually fresh and exciting, I think that this could, really change the way that all sports games look at their team building modes. As the days of just constantly grinding over a long period of time to, keep having that better team, that whole system could come to an end where, you're just always going to have a good team and you're just going to be using constantly different cards throughout the year. So the next big addition to Diamond Dynasty is called Captains.
Captain, my captain.
And so I'm just going to let them show you. This is how they explained how captains work in the stream today.
We have a brand new card series called the Captain Series. And those Captain Series cards are going to have a nifty little patch on the art and a description of what the captain does. Every card in this series will have a unique captain ability that changes the attributes of players in your squad, but you're going to need to build your squad a certain way to take advantage of that.
Oh, okay. Does this sound like theme teams? Sounds like this is theme teams.
Absolutely. One of the biggest goals of captains is to make theme teams more viable, even at the highest level of ranked play.
Okay.
But captains aren't just for theme teams. Let's show off Miggy's captain abilities to see why. So we can see 3 tiers of boosts that Miguel Cabrera offers, and each corresponds to a different threshold of the squad building requirement. If my team has 5 Tigers hitters on it, including Miguel Cabrera, then just the Tigers hitters will get a small attribute boost. The non-Tigers hitters do not get that attribute boost. But if I build my team entirely of Tigers hitters, then every Tigers hitter will get a substantial boost with that tier 3 ability.
So the main goal that they said here is to add value to lower tier cards in Diamond Dynasty that normally you wouldn't use on your squad, and they would just take up space in your inventory. Something like this makes me really excited to put together a potential, captain tier 3 Blue Jays live series squad, as that's, not a team build that I would regularly go into rank seasons and expect to actually compete with. But if I can get, a plus 15 boost on certain attributes, that changes everything, right? There's really a lot that they can do with this, whether it's different sets of cards, boost all the milestone cards, boost all the all-star game cards. The possibilities really are endless, and it's going to be really fun to see what they come up with this year. So they did say the main focus of this is to, again, like I said, sort of boost the lower tier cards. What they are trying to avoid is, they don't want these captain boosts to affect like all your high 99, 98 cards and make your team just super crazy. They basically wanted, if you could take a squad of 90 overalls, add a little boost so that it's, on a competitive level with the maxed out 99 quote unquote God squads. That's kind of what they want to do. They just want to have more cards that are going to be usable day to day in, a competitive mode like ranked seasons. So you're going to be able to have multiple captain series cards in your lineup, but you're only able to choose one hitting captain and one pitching captain that you can assign to, affect the attributes of whatever players that would, fit their stipulations. For your pitching captain, their boost will come into a play on any affected players, no matter what, whether you're using their pitcher that game, whether they're a starter, a reliever, or they can just be sitting in your bullpen. As long as they're on your squad, any affected players will get that boost. Your hitting captain, it's a little bit different. Your hitting captain has to be in your lineup for at least 6 innings for you to get that boost for the entire game. And then as far as captains go, it's applicable in all Diamond Dynasty modes except for Battle Royale. Next up, they talked about mini seasons, or as they're calling it, mini seasons 2.0, where they've added theme seasons, stat tracking, custom made away stadiums, and a new user interface. There's also going to be mini seasons classic mode, which I think is just going to be basically the exact same as last year. But, to be honest, all I really want to know is, what are the rewards going to look like for mini seasons? They did mention that there will be
a lot of fun cards to earn.
So hopefully that's true, because add all the different things you want to mini seasons. If the rewards aren't good, people probably won't play it. So make the rewards good. You're capable of it.
Do it!
Just do it. Just do it, SDS.
Do it!
Now let's get into my favorite part of the stream, ranked co-op. Finally, rewards are being added to co-op gameplay. There are now going to be 2 paths to World Series in ranked seasons. They're going to be having what they call now solo ranked, as well as ranked co-op. So both of these are going to have the same reward, but now you just have a new way to earn that World Series choice pack through playing co-op. So massive W. I am super excited for this. They didn't forget also about the ranked seasons program. So, in MLB The Show 23, you played ranked, your solo progress innings that you played would add up, and eventually you'd be able to earn the World Series pack just through playing the game, even if you weren't able to actually make it to World Series. So what they've done this year, your solo ranked progress is going to add up and stack with your co-op ranked progress. So both of those together are going to help you achieve that ranked program and get that extra World Series reward pack. So there are now 3 ways for you to earn a World Series reward pack. You can do it solo ranked, ranked co-op, and through the program as well. So that's really exciting. It's always good to have new ways for people to access these cards. And I think personally, I'm going to have a lot more motivation to try and make it to World Series in co-op. So they also added a penalty for having somebody quit in co-op. So if you're playing 3v3 and one person quits the game, it's going to go from 3v3 to a 3v2. And the person who quits the game is going to receive a cooldown period where they're not going to be able to load back into co-op. So if a player just continually is quitting, it's just going to stack up the penalties, and it can get up to the point where it's a 1 week cooldown, ban, whatever you want to call it. They won't be able to play co-op for up to a week. So what I really hope is that they add this over to solo ranked, BR events, basically every mode, to just deter people from quitting games, because we all hate people people quitting. We'll have to wait see how this is affected from, you know, things like dashboards or freeze offs, but definitely, I mean, it's a step in the right direction. And then they also added a surrender mode when you're playing 3v3 co-op. So if you're losing like 8-2 in the second inning, you can surrender. The other team is going to get the win. You'll take the loss, but you're not penalized, and you just go load up a new game and start playing right away. So there's also a new change coming to program rewards. They added what they're calling unlimited program rewards. So basically, once you finish the main program, there's going to be an infinite loop at the end where every additional 25,000 XP you get, you're going to be able to obtain extra rewards. And the level of the reward that you earn is going to be determined through sort of this random game of chance that they created. So just take a look. Here's what it looks like.
There are 6 rewards you can get. 3 silver, 2 gold, and 1 diamond. Diamond being the rarest, of course. So whichever icon is lit up at the end of this animation, that's the reward that you get. Let's try it out. As you can see, the icon bounces around, bounces around.
What is this?
You gotta pick when to stop, and if you hit stop, okay, now it's slowing down,
Give me the diamonds!
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, okay, I thought it was a diamond for a
Hey,
second.
balling is a
but,
habit. That works.
So that's a really cool feature. I mean, they said they're going to add, you know, maybe boss packs, other promo packs. So something beyond just, you know, standard packs and stubs, which, you know, down the road, if you can earn extra boss packs and things like that, huge win, huge win. SDS decided to sprinkle in one more tiny little thing at the very end of the stream. And you could have even missed it if you weren't paying attention. But that's right. Team Affinity is back in MLB The Show 23. We all wanted it, and we're getting it. There's just going to be, you know, even more cards to earn, even more ways to earn cards. Oh, so excited. Team Affinity, let's go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know down below in the comments, what new feature Diamond Dynasty are you looking forward to the most? I want to know. So let me know. I'm Tango. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more MLB The Show content. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.